Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, or perhaps it might even be good night. Wherever you are across the globe, you're here with me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston, as the umpire waves to us to check that we're all good. Thank you, We're set for round 2, B Division, 1-day grade for Perswan Cricket Association. That's a nice loosen up there. For the opening bowler, Ashan Shazad for Mount Lawley, who won the toss and elected to bowl. Unusual. I spoke about that on the show Wednesday night, but that's what they're doing. Warm conditions here. And I'm joined in the broadcast van, making his debut. It is Ethan, EJ Philpott. Welcome to the show, Ethan.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Perfect conditions for cricket this afternoon, mate?
Yeah, 100%.
That's 100%. Another dot there. So this match proudly brought to you thanks to our broadcast sponsors, ID Athletic and Vision Decor. We thank them for their support. As a Shazad just uses the full width allowed there. Now we have to be up front here, EJ. You are related to the captain of Carlisle. Have they sent you in as a spy here, or?
No, I've came here to commentate this game as a neutral speaker.
With that attitude you'll go far. Shazad. Dotting it up here. For those new to Perswan Cricket Association, a 40-over match, both sides are entitled to 40 overs. We should have drinks, one drink break around 20, and then afternoon tea just after 3 o'clock here today in Perth. I'm pretty confident that the boys will be looking forward to that. Warm out there. Well, openers for Carlisle, Fletcher Page and Liam Cassidy, the two men out there. Big shout out to Declan. And Louis as Shazad comes in for what should be his last ball here. Into the pads, going down leg, half-hearted appeal. And that's the end of the first over here at Carlisle Reserve. And according to EJ, who's on the stats for us today, maiden to start. Well, Liam Cassidy made 40 off 69 last week opening up for Carlisle, so they'll be looking for big things from him. Well, Fletcher Page into the team this week with a 12.5 average with the bat. So let's see how they go. Good afternoon, Sharpie. Good to have you with us. Another cool Binia West Perth faithful. So it's number 12, Phil Veach, coming into the attack at the far end. Call that the Orong Road end here at Carlisle. Been here for T20s, Ethan, and seen cars parked up, waiting for traffic lights and getting belted by sixes. Not a road I'd like to travel on, but safely pushed back. So who's on strike at the moment?
We're looking at Liam Cassidy at the moment.
There's the first noisy clunk of the broadcast. Well watched. There's two sides coming into this match off different form. Carlisle bowled all out for 85 off just 29 overs last week in their match against Midland, getting the win by just one solitary run. Well, Mount Lawley Inglewood went down by 50 odd runs to an emerging Glen Forest. Cautious start from both these batsmen at the moment. As Veach comes in. Well, as we saw with Australia, it's not always pretty cricket at the moment, is it?
No, not always. We should be seeing some runs sooner or later.
Well, certainly the Carlisle fans will be hoping so.
And that's another maiden.
Well, good start there for Mount Lawley Inglewood. Couple of maiden overs to get this innings underway. It's going to be Hassan Shahzad coming on again from the broadcast end. Shahzad comes in and goes Shazam as that one off the inside edge, away to fine leg.
And that is one run to Fletcher Page. We're off the mark.
Good things come to those that wait. Hope to get you back in here one day, maybe, Declan. Well, swing and a miss. A reminder that baseball season also getting underway across Perth. EJ just gave me a look of, what are you talking about?
Not much of a baseball fan myself.
Oh, we love all sports. All right, Hassan comes in. Definitely using the full width of the pitch there. By Aaron Riggs, I think that might be. Just setting the mark. Carlisle making sure the ground's marked with pitch line, so as we saw, onus on the batsman to get across to it inside those lines, and there's a go at it, but straight to the fielder. That's Luca John, the captain there. Shahzad comes in. This one squeezes down leg and not inside the line. So first wide of the session.
So we're still facing two to come.
Yeah.
Cassidy on strike.
Well, good start here by Mount Lawley, just with the exception of a single and a wide, dotting it up. What's in the scorebook with the dots? Not much. That one quickly swooped on there by the infielder. Just a reminder, in the one-day mode for the top two competitions, there is a circle marked around the outside. No more than 2 players allowed outside the inner circle for the first 8 overs. None for 2 after 3. Now, Ethan, I don't want to get you in trouble. You're a young man. Am I allowed to mention your dad's score last week?
Oh, you may certainly.
I'm going to have to. When he comes in, we'll save the pain for when he comes in, hey?
Yeah.
Veach. Straight up and down. Page pushes that one back to him. Carlisle, known as the Red Dogs, looking to get some bite here, but it's Mount Lawley in control. It's another one pushed back. So Ethan, you mentioned you're not into one sport. What sort of sports are you into?
Well, myself at the moment, I swim, but as I'm not old enough yet, I would like to play gridiron.
Okay, plenty of clubs out there. Fan of the NFL?
Yes, I am.
Who's your team?
I support the Green Bay Packers.
Good man. I knew there was a reason I liked you. Go the Packers. Well, one team in green out there I'm sure you're not cheering for is Mount Lawley, who dotted up again, and that's a great start by Veach. 2 maidens in a row.
We're looking to play the slow game today.
Well, you've got 40 overs, so the reality is got to be there at the end. And looking at last week, 29 overs, had 11 in your pocket. So just want to try and get 1 or 2 more. I know that's stating the obvious, but at the moment, Veach and this bowler, Hassan Shazad, doing the job for Mount Lawley. I should call them, actually, their full name. Apologies to all the Mount Lawley Inglewood fans out there. Well, Monica Celeste Grunt doesn't produce anything other than another dot. So what position would you play in American football?
Myself, I would love to play quarterback, though. I definitely could play wide receiver as well.
Oh, see, that's too much running for me, the wide receiver. Oh, we'll check with the umpire's call there. If there was any bat in it. There was not, so a leg by. Good for the bowler. Doesn't go on his score. Good for the field, the bat inside, because they get a run. Oh, he's got an edge on that. Wow, chance. And Mount Lawley Inglewood take the lead from the Australian national team and put one down early. Who said that? over him. Well, run to the score. Doesn't show in the book how it's got. Cassidy. This time, content to see it onto the bat and into the fielder's hands. Couple of changes for these two sides. Imran Rashid and Fahim Selek, both out of the Carlisle side. In David Hart, Fletcher Page and Luke Stevens in the lineup for his bowling. Shazad comes in. That one catch.
Oh.
And it is. Bit of a juggle.
Mount Lawley with the wicket.
Well, you give them enough chances and they're going to stick, and that's problematic for Carlisle. As it looks like Cassidy. Is that Cassidy out?
Yes, and we seem to be bringing in Brendan Philpott, the captain.
May or may not be related. Okay, it's time for me to pull out the stat. I'll save Ethan the joy, but Brendan, captain, he's got a 22.7 average with the bat. That was not helped courtesy of a first ball golden duck last week. He'll be looking to get a couple of runs this week, your dad.
He was unlucky. He was even included in a hat-trick last week.
Yes, well, I did see that. Desi David in the sheds there, hoping not to repeat that. So one down now, 3 runs on the board, or 4 runs on the board. Last week we saw Coolbinia West Perth, none for 40 off the opening 4. Total of 2 halves here as Brendan Philpott takes guard. Carlisle, none for 2 off 4. Slow and steady. Shazad, right arm round. Too far round. And another score for the Carlisle faithful. You get windmill action there. Hands go on the head. BP, if you're EJ, he can be BP. Wants to put the gas down here now. End of the over. EJ, what was the damage then, my friend?
We are looking at 1 for 5 after the 5th over.
Couple of 2-day matches in progress. We'll look at those scores throughout the day, as well as the other scores we can get from around the grounds with live scoring. Wherever you are, if you're watching online at a game, let us know what the score is where you are. I'm always keen to hear from you. It's Phil Veach. Oh, just hangs the bat out to dry. Fortunately, the breeze blew it back. Fletcher Page. Well, that one races towards the broadcast van, but they'll cut it off. Quick single. Bit of feedback for you, EJ. Declan Page says you're killing the commentary, so you've got fans already.
Well, thank you, mate.
Righto.
Little change in field position.
So has your dad got a nickname apart from BP?
Oh.
Floppy?
Yes.
I hear that.
I hear, yeah. His name is Floppy.
Oh, Floppy.
Oh, big hit.
Uses all the bat.
And we're looking at a 4.
Well, the opening boundary comes up. Brendan Floppy Philpott puts that one over the boundary, and all of a sudden the runs start to flow. Well, straight back towards the bowler. Not sure where that was intended to go, but other matches in B grade today. Yokai Pilbara up against Coolbinia West Perth. Beach comes in, well fielded, but they'll still run through for one. Good running. Skipper starting to stamp his authority on the game here. While Midland take on Forestfield and Brabham. At home, the Racers taking on Glen Forest. Brabham in the draw last week with Coolbinia West Perth here in the B grade. Another over down. Score moves along to 1 for 11. Great job there, EJ. If you'd like to jump in the broadcast van with us, Donnie Bell joined me last week. He's doing a charity football game down at Fremantle today. But there's space for 3 of us. If you'd like to join the broadcast team each week, by all means, you're more than welcome. Commentary, camera operator, statistician, whatever you like. We've got roles for it all. There's Shazad. Comes in now for his 4th. And they're not going to die wondering out there, Carlisle. Swing hard, hit it hard. I think that might be the approach here at the moment. Wow. I'm not going to mention anything here, Ethan. I'll leave that for you.
That was an unlucky hit. Nicked off the bat. Coming over for a catch from out Lawley. Brendan Floppy Philpott out. Caught.
And I've got a smile on my face, viewers, because I'm sure your dad and mum and family will be watching that later, and not sure whose side they'll take, yours as the commentator or dad's as the batsman, but we call it as we see it, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Right, 2 down now. Mount Lawley Inglewood on a roll here. And we'll just go to the not My Cricket, that's defunct. We'll go to the Play HQ, get some score updates there. It was showing 1 for 11. Well, that is good news. It keeps up with us. And now 2 for 11. And we're in the
Out comes Des David.
Wow.
Another unlucky golden duck last week.
Well, he told us all about it on our weeknight show Wednesday night. Desi David says there was. It's a bit like Stoinis. Was it glove? Was it pad? Was it bat? What was in contact with what?
So, the first one was bowled, I'm pretty sure, and then the next one, Brendan Floppy Philpott, was out by LBW, and we were bowled, and Des David was bowled. I am pretty sure.
Okay, well, keen to avoid that. There's David.
Dot.
Watches nervously as the umpire calls wide.
Oh, that's wrong.
Aaron Beggs, the man in charge out there today. And my Play HQ coming up, 2 for 12. Oh dear. Well, Mount Lawley have gone up. The batsman stood his ground. The umpire's going to have to make a decision, and he's shaking his head saying, not out, boys. So Mount Lawley prematurely celebrating.
Oh, I thought we're looking at another duck from Des David.
Carlisle. Well, Desi would have almost burst into tears on camera for that, I reckon. But you don't ask, you don't get. So, tab showing, Liam Cassidy out for a duck off 15 balls. Brendan Philpott out for 5 off 6. Not out batsman at the moment, Fletcher Page 2 off 17. And Des David surviving at the moment. Good to have you with us, Lou. Oh, a leading edge. Falls short. Wow, nerves are plenty here at Carlisle Reserve as they look to survive this Mount Lawley Inglewood attack. With the exception of your dad's 4, it's been lean pickings. Shazad. That's a sky ball. Man under it. And all of a sudden the captain, Luca Johnson, makes it 3 down. And Des David, well, back-to-back quackers is all I'm going to say to that one, viewers. We are near Tomato Lake here. Ducks flying overhead. And landing in the middle of the Carlisle Reserve. There's another one. Makes his way back to the shed. Next batsman coming out.
We are looking at Liam White-Smith coming out at number 5.
Well, Fletcher Page, the man still in at the moment for Carlisle. He's been there from the opening ball. Good to see the boys. There's always one. No reviews here, boys. No reviews. As Richard Aguilera has his opinion, and everyone's entitled to them, EJ. Everyone's got one. They're like a certain part of our body. Often full of the same stuff, but never mind.
Alright.
Fletcher and Louie's mum, good to have you with us. And let's not forget Declan online there as well. Declan, I noticed. Well, so, as Fletcher Page on strike for Carlisle. Phil Veach comes in. Tries to catch it. That was good reflexes there. Got down early. Final over of the fielding restrictions. 8th over in progress here. So, Lawley Inglewood at the moment. You'd have to say, really, only deep fine leg outside the circle. Everyone else in and about. So for Mount Lawley Inglewood, a few changes to last week's team. We'll run through those in a moment. Guided into the ground, into the hands of First Flip, who takes a shot. Into the team is Sean Lodlicker, Aaron Sharp, Jonathan Slater, Nick Blunden, and a man who's caused some chaos, Sean Shazard. All into the Mount Lawley side here today. At the expense of Dan Collins, Basharat Khan, Kieran Knath, and Ross Cicerello making his way back to captain the lower grades. Beach. Well, optimistic cries a catch, I think. Worms just in front of the bat there, getting a headache.
Another maiden over.
I won't do the bad dad joke I did the other day about how you bowl a maiden over.
I'm sure our viewers would love to hear it.
He's good viewers, I've got to say, but I'm not going to succumb. If you know how you bowl a maiden over, let me know online. Drop it in the comments. Righto, well, he's back for another. This is 5 straight for Sean Shazard. Sets his field.
Looking at the first ball for Liam Wyatt-Smith.
Well, 6 off 20 last week. The one that the team will be looking for to get some runs. Well, got some wood on that, so worked it away down leg side for a single.
And he's off with this quick single to open the over. We're not going to have another maiden.
Alright, well, good news for all the Carlisle supporters out there. There's David getting 4 balls to face this week, so 400% improvement on last week. A cheeky smile on my face as I say that, Desi. Wow, Mount Lawley just bowling really well here at the moment, nice and tight. Carlisle not able to find a way through, and looking at the broadcast end, just your regulation field, deep fly slip, deep fine leg, the only two still outside the inner circle. The other score we've got in B grade online, Braddon v Glen Forest. Glen Forest currently 1 for 24, with 9 overs, and scoreboard on Play HQ showing, well, that's a straight hit, and 3 for 13. Good to see them keeping up as well. EJ doing a fantastic job. Finally,
a score update. We are looking at 13 off this over. Still looking at 1 ball to come.
Well, 13 off 1 over, I think is a bit optimistic. We'll give you 1.
So 1 off the over, but we're looking at 13 as the overall score, 3 for 13.
That's all right. That's why I got you on that job, because I'm terrible at maths. I can read, I can talk, I can't do maths. Shazad comes in.
And we're looking at another dot ball.
And in the A division, matches going on live scoring. Coolbinia West Perth up against Les Murdy Mazenod. Les Murdy known for 47. Midland in trouble, 2 for 34 at the moment against Helena Valley. And Scarborough, 1 for 34 as well. Score here, EJ, 3 for 13, I think.
Yep, that would be right. Liam White-Smith back on strike. And we're looking at number 12 again. We're looking at...
Which is Phil Beach, continuing. Well, with balls like that, why wouldn't you? A few nervous moments out there at the moment for Carlisle. They're now sort of stuck as we approach the halfway mark to the first drink session of the day. And I'm always good when I can do division and it's a 10. That one inside the line, adjudicated fair by umpire Beggs. Currently cruising at 1.3 per over. Well, big job here for Carlisle now. A few wickets out for cheap. Well, he's got a hold of it. There's a player back there.
Oh, he's dropped it. And that's going to make a 2.
Well,
first 2 of the game.
Nervous moments there for the fielder as well. Up and under. Never an easy catch. This time, no mistake though. You don't get a second chance for shots like that. And all of a sudden, Liam Wyatt-Smith, the man out. Mount Lawley Inglewood, well.
And we seem to also be looking at over.
That's what your job is during Carlisle fielding, isn't it? Every time there's a wicket, run a drink out?
Yes. Yes, it is.
So if you hear the door banging, viewers, that is what it'll be. I couldn't afford to keep him in here all afternoon. His pay rate was more than mine. Wow. That has well and truly thrown the cat amongst the pigeons, as they say. And Carlisle now, new batsman out is using me. Here's the man
that is
out.
David Hart.
We'll go with that in the absence of any updates. I'll check Play HQ in a
yes,
moment.
this is David Hart.
But we've also got a bowling change coming on to replace Hassan Shazad. It's number 18, Nick Blunden, into the attack. And perhaps using that one as a warm-up ball. 4 for 16 on the Play HQ. Add a couple there. 4 for 17. Well, sometimes I wonder, viewers, I questioned Lawley Inglewood's decision to go out and field. Given the temperature here today, currently sitting at about 33 degrees out there. Come back for 2. And a much needed 2 it is. Oh dear, well, the old saying, you pay for the whole bat, you might as well use the edges as well as the middle. London shows a bit extra oomph in that one. Fletcher Page, not much choice but to drop that one into the ground. As you could hear from the oohs. You can always tell it's close, EJ, when the fielders go ooh. There was no ooh for that ball because that was loose and wide. Another one. Nick Blunden being very generous here, adding to the Carlisle score. Comes in with a 20.47 bowling average for his team, so don't mind that if you give them away and then get one. I have to say congratulations this week to Joe Lee of Les Murdy Mazenod, racking up his 500th game for Les Murdy Mazenod. The Kookaburras there up at Ray Owen. How many years do you reckon it took him to get 500 games?
I reckon 500 games. It took him to get 500 games.
Well, that fish bit and then jumped off the line as the over ends. We've got 4 for 20 on the Play HQ scoreboard here. If you'd like to sponsor the scoreboard and get your company name out there, join our list of fabulous sponsors such as ID Athletic. I'm looking really smart in my ID Athletic, whether it's a training top, playing gear or streetwear. ID Athletic can help you and your club build your identity. Just try and pick up. Looks like we've got another bowler coming into the attack. We'll check that in a moment. Let's see his number front on.
We're looking at number 12 again.
It is, still Phil Veach. Must be, what's that now? 6 in a row. 6 straight for Phil. Straight back at the bowler. Dave Hart out there in the white helmet for Carlisle. Ex-City Beach player, joining the club this year. Average of 29.11 with the bat, and he'll enjoy that as they chase it down. It's going to be 2, and they settle for 2.
Another single from David Hart.
Important run. They all are at the moment.
Fletcher Page now facing.
Absolutely right there, Pratik. A glorious day here in Perth. Next to no breeze, just a light breeze. Coming into the broadcast van, very fortunately. So what's the score there, EJ?
We will be looking...
Oh, you were looking at me for the score there, weren't you?
We're looking at 4 for 23.
Right. Right, now we definitely have a bowling change. Nick Blunden coming back into the attack. Follow up his previous over. Whipped off the legs.
It's 1 run. 2. And they're going to settle for 2 off this one.
Well,
2 to Fletcher Page.
Try and get a score update there for Fletcher for those at home. Currently showing as 4 not out off 34, Fletcher. Got David Hart, the new batsman, in, 2 not out off 4. There's Nick Blunden. Comes in again. Good length. Just gets the toe of the bat to it. Thirteenth over in progress here at Carlisle Reserve, the Perth Swan Cricket Association. B Division 1 day grade as another wide goes through. The sundries, well, let's just see what we can see there. Currently, I'm going to say the second top scorer. Okay. I'm going to say it's the top scorer.
That's another one for David Hart.
That brings Fletcher Page back onto strike. Good to have you with us wherever you are. You're with me, Noel E. Johnston, and Ethan E.J. Philpott. London comes in. Nice line, good length, no room there for the batsman. Well, another sundry. They can close those down. Lawley, Inglewood. Put even more pressure on Carlisle. Find the gap on this occasion. Races towards the boundary. Chase down. Flicked back. And they come back for 3. Good running, good chasing, good movement between the wickets there to finish off the over. Oh, that breeze is lovely. Did you feel that come through then?
Oh, it's beautiful.
AHQ. Score currently 4 for 31. 13 overs gone. Thanks to our sponsors, ID Athletic, Vision Decor, all your blind curtain and awning needs, even hybrid flooring. Talk to Vision Decor about their great range. Veach just doing what Phil Veach does, dotting up the Carlisle batsman here at the moment. Fletcher Page, I suspect, looking to stay out there until drinks, which is at 20, and we're in the 14th at the moment. Just reassess where they're at, I think. That's not thinking about it. Oh, whipped off the leg, past square leg there. Whose little legs are going as fast as they can. In his defence, he can run faster than me, so as I said, that'll be Travis of the sports show out there in Allenbrook. Those who can do, those who can't coach, and those that can't do anything. Well, we comment on everyone else's ability not to do it. Oh, good ball, well left. Fletcher Page now on 9, not out. Oh, would have been a great catch if he took it. That had some sting to it. Fletcher Page survives the final ball. 2 off the over. 4 for 33. Well, Nick Blunden just remeasures his run up there. That one watched by Hart. And now the live score we've got in B grade at the moment is Glen Forest, 2 for 65. So that one's worked through the gap now. The batsman's starting to put some steps in at the middle. Another 2. Two for 65 off 14 Glen Forest. That one napped up. London. It's a bit, Clydes have hit it, put the pressure on the fielder there, misfield. The A grade one-day competition at the moment. Les Mazenod, 1 for 76. They're up against Coolbinia West Perth, while Midland staging a bit of a mini fight back now. 2 for 63. Scarborough, 1 for 64. Waiting, well, good call there because fielder right on top of that there. What do you got there score-wise, EJ?
We are looking at, I'm seeing 36. 4 for 36 after the 15th over. 5 overs to come before drinks.
Now, what's your best guess? Going towards drinks, they're not exactly piling the runs on here. 60, you think achievable in the next 5? That's 4 and over.
4 and over. I'm reckon at these guys' run rate at the moment, we are looking at a pretty fine partnership. I reckon we could do it. It'd be entirely possible.
And he's hard on his sleeve, EJ. We'll have to wait and see. Welcome to my world. That sound you heard was the pen dropping. Always own it, EJ. Oh, sky ball. Up, under, and out. And David Hart becomes the latest to fall victim here. Phil Veach. I'm not sure how many he's got, but he's got at least 3, I think. Well, Carlisle in all sorts of trouble here as Ethan tries to figure out how many Phil's got. Sky ball there. Leading edge. Fielder just took his moments. Getting some.
Coming in is Dean
Williams. Well, they'll need his 23.4 batting average here, Carlisle. 5 down now. Fletcher Page, the only man to stay out there from the get-go, has seen them come and seen them go. Fletcher Page. currently showing as 9 not out off 45 balls, and David Hart there out dismissed 8 off 15. For to come, the call from umpire Beggs. And Williams. Just a 1 to his name last week in what was a tough day at the office for Carlisle. Coming together to get 85 off 29. I think that's about where we might end up today. Triple figures a long way off at the moment as that one bounces off the outside edge of the pitch. Get her up to the challenge. You're going to run laps later because you've eaten that much sugar.
I've got to keep myself concentrated.
No, fair call.
Can't expect me to last an entire cricket game without any help from some sugar.
I know, like all things, do it responsibly. Oh, that one. Oh, he didn't. I'm going to half call him out there. Wasn't walking in, and then decided to drop a step back. But Phil Veach completes his spell, gets the applause of his teammates there. And according to the figures I've got here, Veach, 8 overs, 4 maidens, 2 for 11 off his 8. Take that any day of the week, as it's Luca Johnson now coming into the attack. The captain for Mount Lawley, Inglewood. Bowling figures at the moment. Son Shazad, 3 for 6 off 5. That's good bowling right there. And Nick Wyburn Cobb. Well, he's been expensive. None for 16 off 3 is Luca Johnson. Captain from Mount Lawley Inglewood comes on from the broadcast end. Five for 36 now. And his teammates, well, the reaction there suggests that had a bit of turn on it. Unofficial wicket, so nice and green underfoot. There's Johnson, no relation, because he doesn't have a T or an E. Don't know whether to call that a dive-in save or a fall-in save. He sort of fell on it. Well, Johnson. 4 dots to open up his spell. Well, be brave to run on that.
They need all the runs they can get. Better off taking some little bit of risks to get that runs that they need.
Oh, I don't know. See, you say chase the runs, and I know that's a maiden there for Johnson.
Yes.
Wyburn Cobb called out from the field, so Nick Wyburn Cobb will come back into the attack from the far end Oram Road end of Carlisle Reserve here.
Doesn't match up right.
Getting a confused look from AJ there. Oh, yeah, never trust that. We're going with the Play HQ figures and ours. Because the scoreboard, although we've asked for it to be updated, not happening as frequently as we'd like.
Oh, we've got a new bowler.
Yeah, number 44, Nick Wyburn Cobb. Deja vu. Sorry, I'm a cheeky old fella. Right, Wyburn Cobb starts with one for the umpire to think about.
No ball.
He has called a no ball. He thought about it, had time to think about it. Not completely sure why, because it hit the batsman on the pads. So it can't have been above the waist. It wasn't a pretty ball, but Williams. That one splits the fielders out in the deep there. Big hit for a single. To quote my offsider here, they need the runs. Just a reminder, Mount Lawley Inglewood won the toss and have elected to field. And at the moment, that's proving to be a very wise decision by Captain Luca Johnson. Fletcher Page and Dean Williams, batsman out there. Page on strike. Now on 9 not out off 53. This is definitely a Knowlesy type innings. No Fletcher. Not in his own while all around him collapse. Shout out to Louis Page as well. Saw Louis down at the lacrosse finals, supporting these Fremantle women there. Another overdone. Just 2 more till drinks, and Ethan, the score is?
Should be looking at 38. 5 for 38.
18 overs. So now going at less than 2 and over. We got 85 last week, Carlisle. I think if you were to ask them, they'd be happy to take that at the moment. Should, when we take drinks in 2 overs, there'll be 20 overs left, and if Carlisle are bowled out before tea, peeled but well down leg, they're bowled out before tea break. If there is more than 30 minutes remaining until the scheduled break, then Lawley Inglewood will go out and face a couple of overs. If there's half an hour or less, then we'll take afternoon tea, at which time viewers will have a break. Wow, Luca Johnson. Just causing some chaos out there at the moment for Page. Works it onto the leg side. One leg and square leg. Negotiate who will pick it up and single to the total. 5 for 40. Showing on my Play HQ scoreboard here. See if that ticks over for another one. Williams, it does. Giving the ball plenty of flight. Luca Johnson finishes off the 19th over. Score now 5 for 41 off 19. This match today brought to you on the Community Sports Show thanks to our broadcast sponsors. ID Athletic for all your sporting apparel and club merchandise. ID Athletic, let them help build your identity. Wyburn Cobb wins in. Williams leans forward, pushes it back. Oh, doesn't lean into that one. Takes a... Wow. Chop on. Not optimal here for Carlisle. Wyburn Cobb, man out in the deep. He has to come in for that. Good flight by Wyburn Cobb. And it's Fletcher Page back on to strike. Who has now made double figures. Showing in Play HQ as 10 not out Fletcher. Because of weight, that's indicative of the nervousness out there. Over and drinks. So at the first break of the game, it is now Lawley well in control. You got 5 for 43, EJ?
Yes, I do.
Alright viewers, well we'll stay on as the players take a drink, but we'll also do the same and get ourselves one while we can. We'll be back in just a moment.
Well, thank you. And water. That's right.
The cracky here, viewers, is not a alcoholic beverage. I'm cracking a no sugars Coke here. And I, Ethan. Anti-Ethan.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Just checking. Alright, well, we'll run through through the scoreboard at the moment because it's not pretty reading if you're a Carlisle supporter. Having lost the toss and been sent in to bat, Liam Cassidy out for number 15, Brendan Philpott. Floppy, 5 off 6 balls. There's David made 2 out of 3 for a duck. Liam Wyatt Smith, 3 off 7. Dave Hart, 8 off 15, and the batsman out there at the moment. Dink Williams, 4 not out of 14. That's been a solid performance by Fletcher Page. He's currently 11 not out of 60 balls. And for the bowlers, running through the list here, Hassan Shazad, 3 for 6 off 5, he's the standout. Or Philip Beach, 2 for 11 off his 8, he's bowled out. Wyburn Cobb, none for 4 off 2. They call him private player, I'll have to figure out who that is. It might be Nick London. In fact, I'm going to say it is Nick London. Private player showing on my Play HQ is Nick London. He's got none for 16 off 3. And Luca Johnson, none for 3 off 2. Your thoughts on the first session there, Ethan?
An unlucky start for Carlisle, but hopefully in the last 20 overs, play it like a T20 game and bash out as many runs as we can. They can.
That's right. I got a smile because at least you picked yourself up on it. And he is wearing his red of the Red Dogs. Looks like it's going to be number 25, Jonathan Slater, coming into the attack now. 28 off 57. As we update our manual scoreboard because in the Play HQ we do not trust. Slater with a 28.57 bowling average comes in and starts on line. We plan to finish good opening ball there from Slater into the side this week. Best figures of 5 for 36. Williams takes a swing and a miss. Traffic passing by on Orong Road here, enjoying this B Division one-day match here on the Community Sports Show, thanks to ID Athletic, Division Day call. You're with me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston, and Ethan EJ Philpott, which is a much better name than Junior Floppy.
Got to thank my team for that name. Oh, and my father.
Yeah. Well, complimenting one ball and he serves up a wide the next, but capitalising on it there. Carlisle, quick through. All called by Page. Two off his opening over so fast later. Comes in, right arm over. Page has been out there and patient all day. Just sees that one off, one to come. Good start by Slater. 2 off the over or 3 there?
3 off.
Well, the big floppy's back. Taking on junior floppy here.
Just not at the crease.
Looks like it'll be Wyburn Cobb. Just try and pick that up. Williams on strike for Carlisle. And they call Dino. He's wanting to support Fletcher Page out there. And that is a demonstration, and Floppy walks away disappointed. Commentators curse his real viewers. Don't ever doubt it. I called it the other night in the Australian game, Ethan. I said Steve Smith on for a 50, a couple of balls later, out. Well, Williams, the latest to fall, now 6 down. And Lawley Inglewood, well and truly in control here. Shakti Singh, around these parts, known as Lovely Singh, comes out to bat, 5 to his name last week. Average is not known to us, Shakti.
Showed some strong bowling last week with 3 wickets.
Did 3 for 24 off 7, so they'll need him and Brett Cadd to do the same today. 6 between them two. Cadd was 3 for 6 off 6. Well, Shakti Singh comes in. Doesn't, well, great save. And great foot save at the other end to back it up. Well, I guess the message is clear. Get some runs on the board, eh?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Shakti also being known for playing T20. He should be a good asset in his last 20 overs. A few quick and easy runs. And that's 2 for Shakti. Backing up my word.
All the Carlisle supporters asking me to stop talking and you to do it all now, because when I talk they get out, when you talk they get runs. Oh. Well, he was running to the danger end there, Singh, so always in control. And Forrest in the other match up against Brabham, only 2 for 88. The scoreboard here at Carlisle Reserve currently showing 6 for 48. That one fielded out at deep square leg. going to run a ball here, Shakti, so well, that time finds the gap. Boundary. I think that's only our second for the game, maybe third.
Yep.
Definitely a much needed one there to finish off the over. Shakti Singh puts it across the line for 4. He's on 7, not out. Fletcher Page currently 13, not out. The batsman out there for Carlisle. In this B Division one-day match brought to you here thanks to our broadcast sponsors. Vision Decor for all your blind, curtain and awning needs. Even hybrid flooring as well as ID Athletic. With support from our friends at Ashby Farrell, White Arch and Varna Construction. Slater back into action here now. I have to say you're a natural. You're just doing discreet little signals to get me to do things, and it's seamless, mate. Don't make the NFL. Oh, that one off the pitch. Well, kind of unlucky there. Well, I'm not sure that's the case, but unlucky it didn't bounce back into the stumps there. We often see that. Lent into that, lent back. Just pulls that through mid-wicket for another boundary. Now starting to open up. Then Cassidy makes his way past just to get a different perspective on things. As I said, mate, everyone has an opinion. Well, that one's gone a long way out. Takes a moment to come back. Six for 59 now. Page 14 not out. Shakti Singh 11 off 6. Well, Shakti, you mentioned EJ going into T20 mode. Needs to. Needs support. Slater. And that's a great one-handed pickup. And the applause of his teammates there. I think there might have been Panchal there or Shazad, one of the two. Guided to a wide second slip there. Slater comes in, gets cut through the cover region, backward point. So 2 to finish off the over there. EJ, score update please, mate.
We are looking at 61. Oh, no, sorry, 62. My math was not mathing.
Your math is not mathing.
Yep.
I have those moments too. So just a reminder, kids, stay in school, learn your maths. You never know when you might need it. Future careers as commentators, you've got to be able to count. I say it every week about myself, so don't panic. I'm not throwing you under the bus. I do it all the time. Oh dear, high lofted ball there. Work the square leg for one. Wyburn Cobb comes in. Cries of yes, direct hit there, and they might have been in trouble, but through safely. Unorthodox but effective, Nick Wyburn Cobb creating some space. Carlisle trying to find the space. That's an up and under, 2 men out there. And they raffle it off. Chasing runs is okay, but you've got to keep the ball on the ground on that occasion, not to be seventh wicket now.
And in comes Josh Thorpe.
JT. Well, Shakti Singh makes his way back. Fletcher Page has been out there from the first ball. He remains out there. Old Josh Thorpe coming in to bat now. None not out off 3 last week. Coming in at number 10 last week, so a promotion to Josh. I'm not sure he'd think of it like that.
Well, we had other players in last week, so different batting order. Different players, different batting order.
Yeah, fair call. Right. Caught by Blunden there. 13 off 11 there for Shakti Singh. Josh Thorpe representing the big red helmet out there. Got the shirt we've got in the van here and displaying the studio to the studio last week, so maybe at least get on the board, JT. Meanwhile, Fletcher Page sees off that ball from Slater. Slater comes in. Oh, that kept low. Fortunately, it was wide.
The sundries today helping out for Carlisle's score.
Just trying to get an update for you there, Ethan. 14 of them equal, or actually currently sitting as the second top score for your team. I mean for Carlisle. And with another one there, Mount Lawley Inglewood contributing to their own challenges. 10 wides, 2 no balls, 2 leg byes and 1 bye showing up on the Play HQ scoreboard there. Fletcher Page, 17 not out. Looks that one on the leg side for a single. Well, if you're going to run 2, I suspect you need to run the first one a bit harder than that casual jog. Well, Josh Thorpe now on strike. Can't swim, no relation to Ian Thorpe. Tried to play down leg side, leave that one alone, another somebody for the collection. Somebody's now second highest scorer behind Fletcher Page as Slater comes in. Whipped off the hips, nowhere for Thorpe to go. Two batsmen left in the shed, Brett Cadd and Ethan Hindmarsh, who made none off 2 and none off 1 respectively last week. So Carlisle looking for some redemption here as Slater comes in. Right arm over. Down leg side. Keeper Aguilera tries to sell the closeness to umpire Beggs, not having anything to do with that, calls wide.
Almost a full over of wides this over.
Good thing you got 2 lines worth there. Safety first. Carlisle opt for the no. Big shout out to all those playing 2-day cricket at the moment. Which we'll try and get some updates for you viewers around the grounds there in the 2-day competition. Slater finishes with a dot. Well, not sure who will be more worn out there. Umpire's arms, 4 wide, 4 or 5? 5. Looking around the grounds in the local loan company, first grade. As Matty Mazenod last week, all out for 173, SKLP, only none for 100. Belmont, 8 for 223 last week, Carlisle, 3 for 60. Forestfield have Hawks Punjabi at 3 for 63. And the last of the local loan company first grade matches, Bayswater Postals sitting on 3 for 126, chasing 206 for victory, so just 80 runs required there. Wobber and Cobb. Well, in the other B grade match that we've got being live scored is Glen Forest, 3 for 98 off 23 overs there. Wants to catch it, but no one there. He's out deep. Oh dear. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windscreen. On that occasion, Carlisle. Well, definitely the windscreen as a misfield. Brings up much to the Bronx cheer of the Carlisle faithful here. The boundary. Seven for 75. Now the score. Make that 76. Good to see that white. Fletcher Page, not out, 19. It's been a standout performance by Fletcher. All around him have come and gone. Fletcher Page now 74 balls in. Or faced. JT, Josh Thorpe there, survives. Does that one just fall short? Only 4, not out. Well, the intention here from Carlisle, I would suspect, is evident based on those last 2 balls, EJ. You said go T20 mode, I think they've gone test mode.
Yeah, that seems to be a rough over for them, but luckily they got a boundary, putting their score up 76.
Fletcher Page, 19 not out. Josh Thorpe, 4 not out. And it looks like we're going to have a bowling change again. Going to be
we will be welcoming back
Ashan. You go for it.
Ashan Shazad. Welcoming back the opening bowler.
Khan figures 3 for 6 off 5, so he's got 3 overs in his credit. Starts with a loosener. Well, I suspect time is on their side here, Carlisle. I mentioned in the first session, compulsory closure after 40. We're in the 27th now. Well watched by Page. Back him up, Hassan Shazad comes in, right arm over. It's a bit of pace on it. Fletcher's seen it all though. Just works that one off the hips. Now you've watched enough cricket, you may not play much, EJ, but what do Carlisle need to do here in your opinion?
In my opinion, switch back to T20 mode. Get some big hits out, take a few risks to get as many runs as possible to help give them the space they need to defend Mount Lawley.
Yeah, at the moment, I mean, they do in 85 last week, scoreboard on Play HQ currently showing 7 for 76. They know they can do it, but it's not the way you want to do it. The more runs they need. Righto, opportunity here now for Mount Lawley Inglewood. Fresh batsman, relatively speaking, Josh Thorpe on strike. Pretty regulation field, nothing out deep, so they're not expecting him to go for the tong. You've got a deep fly slip. Well, when you stop and look at where the ball went, you know it was close, and Thorpe probably will regret the single as he will end up on strike again. So, 3 for 9 off 6 is Shazad. As Wyburn Cobb, 2 for 14 off 4 comes back in. How is that? Not much question really. If it wasn't one, it was going to be the other. And Josh Thorpe makes his way off. Carlisle. 8 down. Nick Wyburn Cobb gets his third. Josh Thorpe, LBW. Luca John. Actually, I called that Wyburn Cobb, but looks like that might actually be the skipper. I owe an apology to Luca Johnson. Bold Josh Thorpe LB for 5 off 10 as my assistant for the day doing a great job points at Luke Stevens and says he's the man coming out. Well, I did my research, viewers. I like to be informed of what's going on, and Luke Stevens with a 1.65 batting average. Gets a single.
These boys both being first grade players, we've brought them in as they are not playing this week, but good first grade players. only scoring very little, being first grade, is double the amount of overs they get per innings.
Yep. Oh, Johnson. Oh, that one just popped up over the infield.
Quick run by Fletcher.
Yep. Fletcher Page moves to 21 not out in a score of 80. What have we got on the scoreboard there? 8 for 80. Fletcher Page doing his bit. That one driven straight back to the bowler. They think about one, decide against it. And as a bowler, Fletcher's got a 6.43 bowling average, so I'll be looking for some returns in both columns for Fletcher today. PJ, what do you got on the scoreboard there, mate?
We are seeing 8 for 80. Sitting out there is Fletcher Page and Luke Stevens. Fletcher on strike, about to face our opening bowler, Ashan Shazad.
Takes the one that he doesn't propose, leaves the ball. Shazad now in his 7th over, 8 allowed. On the umpire's call, sounded very paddy to me. Umpire Aaron Beggs agrees. All important though, it's a run on the board for Carlisle. As Luke Stevens takes guard. Oh, attempted with some bounce. He didn't mind a piece of that. If you bowl fast, swing at it, get an edge, your field's up, then never know, 4 runs. Shazad squeezes that one down leg. Inside the line though, so umpire says fair ball. Well, viewers, they asked and they got the answer. It wasn't the one they wanted though. Another wide in the book.
Oh, they both did start with W.
And an I. Why?
Yep.
Because that's how they're spelt. Sorry, a bad dad joke again, I know. Last ball here for Hassan Shazad. Stevens keen to get off the mark. Sent back by Page. Actually, there's another ball because of the wide.
Stay down here, boys.
Well, swing from the hips.
That's 2 runs to Stevens.
It is. Well, score ticking along now. Not at a great rate, fair to say, viewers, but on the Play HQ scoreboard, if you'd like to sponsor the scoreboard here on the Community Sports Show and have your company name mentioned instead of Play HQ, talk to me. 8 for 84. Fletcher Page, 21 not out.
We are 1 run short of last week's performance by Carlisle.
Tries to catch it, but no one there for that. Luca Johnson. He's in, single. To Stevens. Oh, Luca Johnson. I mind that. Batsman on that occasion opted not to do anything with it. As Johnson comes in again. This time just popped up safely. Back to the bowler. Well, Mount Lawley Inglewood just slowing everything down as Matthews cuts that one off. Well, another over down, Luca Johnson. 5 overs, 1 for 13 to his name. It's going to be Hassan Shazad coming in for his final over. 3 to his name so far, 2 to Phil Veach, 2 to Nick Wyburn Cobb, and 1 to Luca Johnson. Eight for 86. Good news for the Carlisle fans. They've passed last week's score now. Big question is, after a great sizzling ball there from Shazad, is can they get to triple figures? Shout out to you all, wherever you are. You're with me, Noel Knowles E. Johnston, and Ethan E.J. Philpott. No one down leg. No, 87 now. An Australian batsman's least favourite number. I won't mention why in case I get blamed. Fly ball straight back at the broadcast fan, but, well, direct hit. No, they're going down the bowl. They had two chances there, Slater. Carlisle batsman scurries through for two to get off that dreaded number 87. 8 for 89 now. Oh, good change up there from Shazad. Good to have you with us there, Lulu. Northam online. Big shout out to all those up in the wheat belt there. Beautiful part of WA. And home to the Page boys. Fletcher still out in the middle. 22 not out. Fletcher Page from the what over were we in there, EJ?
We are in the middle of the 31st over.
So he's been out there for 180, call it 200 with sundries, 200 balls, Fletcher Page. Great knock. This match proudly brought to you thanks to ID Athletic and Vision Decor, our platinum sponsors here at the Community Sports Show. We appreciate their love and encourage you to share yours with them. Oh, that was down leg. He's popped it up. Oh, he's lost it. Well, I think I will allow the sun as an excuse on that one. So 31 overs down. EJ, score is?
8 for 90. Getting closer and closer to triple digits. Hopefully they can make it.
Dare to dream. Chase your dreams. Always chase your dreams. Speaking of which, if you haven't voted yet, still time to get out to the polling booths for the referendum and vote yes. I'm an unabashed yes person. It's a Wurundjeri Jara man. People have been giving me all sorts of grief. Well, Shazad casually pops that one back. Still a few more years till you get the joy of deciding how our country's run, Ethan.
Well, I hope I don't have to.
Well, when you vote, I mean.
Yeah, I hope I don't want to. I don't want to vote. It's too complicated.
No. I always say if you don't vote, you have no right to say how horrible things are.
Got a fair point.
And that one pulled out to the boundary. It's like anything in life, at your cricket club, at your sporting club, wherever you might be. If you just sit down and all you can do is provide cheeky comments or you're negative, the only way to fix it is get involved, viewers. That's why, despite battling progressive MS, I'm still out here with EJ, bringing you this broadcast on the Community Sports Show because you've got to be involved. Luke Stevens and Fletcher Page, the batsman out in the middle at the moment, trying to survive this Lawley Inglewood onslaught. 26 not out, Fletcher Page. Stevens 8. Moves that one through the gap. There's your single. Leans in, watches that. No interest there from Stevens.
That is over. We are sitting at 8 for 98. 2 runs short of triple digits.
Can they do it, EJ?
Yeah, I reckon they can. They've still got lots of overs. Still.
That was not said with any confidence, though. You had to think about it.
Well, there's still the possibility that they don't. But I'm hoping they do.
As are all the Carlisle faithful, as we get set now for Nick Blunden to come back into the attack for Mount Lawley Inglewood. Currently sitting on none for 16 off 3. I suspect Mount Lawley Inglewood. One away.
Pulling it closer and closer.
I'll let you call the 100th run.
And that's the 100th run with a wide. Very anticlimactic 100 runs.
Well, 25 sundries now.
And there's a wicket. Stevens.
Yeah, it's Nick behind.
Nick behind and caught.
Aguilera, the wicket keeper there for Mount Lawley Inglewood, takes an easy one. Well, 9 for 100 is up.
And here comes Brett Cadd in the 11th slot.
Fletcher Page, 28, not out. Pete Stevens, 8. Sundry's currently second top scorer on 25. Well, Shakti Singh did what you wanted and tried to play T20. He was 13 off 11. And the rest you could throw a blanket over. Well,
here we've got to keep our heads up and keep going.
Hopefully we don't have to duck our heads.
We're hoping not.
As Brett Cadd comes in. Final wicket here for Carlisle. Ethan Hindmarsh will be saved for later on.
That is a dot ball from Nick Blunden.
Well, Mount Lawley Inglewood doing what they can to get the Sundries as the top scorer. Moment, but Fletcher Page, and there's a bit to avoid that. One driven straight back past the broadcast van. Good thing I detached the car today. Oh, brings up 104 in good style there. Let's make that 105. London.
That's going to be
One
another
bounce.
boundary.
Oh, Brett Cadd.
Pressure.
Eight off 3 to Cadd. As Blunden blunts the swinging options there.
10.
You can almost hear the wheels turning in AJ's mind there. 9 for 109 after 33 overs. Well, we'll wait and see if they update. AJ calling the scorers out.
10 is 8. Yeah, that's right.
Back yourself, brother, back yourself.
So we're sitting at a score of after the 33rd over, 111. The match in still Carlisle's bat. Another a double off of that. Fletcher Page.
Well, the scoreboard's just ticked over to 111 or Nelson on Play HQ. I'll let you fight it out with the scorers later. As Luca Johnson comes in, Fletcher Page. And get it past the fielders. Is there a manual scoreboard there updated?
Yep.
I can't see it, but worked off the hips. Square leg drops in, gets it off for 1. Like your passion, AJ, you're still there trying to make sure of your mass versus the scorers. Go through life with confidence. Well, a wide ball called there. So battle at the moment. Fletcher Page, 31 not out. Sundry's 27. Runs are over down, 6 to go in this round 2 B Division 1 day grade match here on the Community Sports Show for the Perth Swan Cricket Association. Thanks to our broadcast sponsors, ID Athletic, for all your sporting apparel and club merchandise needs. ID Athletic, proudly supporting local WA sporting clubs of all types with a full and extensive range of game, social and training gear, plus merchandise. As Nick Blunden comes in, well guided there, Page, a little edge on it. They opt not for the third, but probably wisely, I think. Although Cadd having his way with the bowlers. London comes in, works it down the leg side, umpire decides that'll be a wide. It really is a battle between the Sundries and Fletcher Page here at the moment. London comes in, rolls the arm, as we've seen throughout the afternoon. Carlisle not able to penetrate the inner circle there of Lawley, Inglewood. And catch it. Fielder chases, slides. And Slater doing the running out in the field. I'm too scared of asking Ethan now. What do you got, mate?
I've got 120. 9 for 120.
Playing HQ, still playing catch up there. But that, I suspect, will show 118. Just to annoy you. CAD. Bowler gets a fingertip on it. But CAD with a big swing gets it past for a single. Worked off the hips, good call in the field there. Batsmen know where to go. So they go back to where they started. Well, casual misfield, but Carlisle opt not for the second. Oh, that one will be pulled up inside the boundary by Shazab. Umpire signals buys. Nine for 1-2-1 on the Play HQ scoreboard here. I'll leave EJ to fight with the scores later over that. Fletcher Page, currently 36 not out off 106 balls. Definitely standing out there, while Sundries 29. And I'll say is, if you take that off the score, Carlisle would have been looking at a score not dissimilar to last week, where they could only amass 85. However, look at the positives. What over are we going into now, EJ?
We have just begun the 37th over.
So last week they got the score off 29, so glass half full, batting longer, got more runs. Not as many as I suspect your dad, the big flop, will be hoping for, but
just enough to work with. As long as our fielding, as long as the fielding was as good as last week.
Knocked back inboard there by Roland Matthews. So next wicket, or 40 overs, have a compulsory closure and a tea break. So we'll take a break at that time, viewers. Be sure to follow our page if you haven't already. As the second innings, that of Mount Lawley Inglewood, will start automatically on our page. Don't follow links. Don't give anyone your details. Fortunately, the price of being popular is that there are copycats out there trying to scam your details. Shakti Singh just doing some stretches to our left. Slater comes in. The umpire opts not to go there. Shakti shakes his head. He's not called Shakti, he's called Shakti. Shakti Singh shakes his head and says, no call there. No, not to be. I have to say, big shout out to all the umpires, notwithstanding what people think about the decision. The reality is we can't have a game without them. Well, it's less enjoyable. Oh dear. Talk about, oh dear. That is fantastic fielding out there in the deep. Hassan Shazad.
An unlucky finish. Brett Cadd out.
Well,
in the 37th over.
Well, we'll note Brett down there as Carlisle finish on 123 off 37 overs. We'll run through quickly. Fletcher Page, without a doubt, the standout. 36 not out off 106 balls. Cassidy, none off 15. B. Philpott, 5 off 6. Des David, none off 4. Liam Wyatt Smith, 3 off 7. Dave Hart, 8 off 15. Dean Williams, 5 off 18. Shakti Singh, 13 off 11. Josh Thorpe, 5 off 10. Luke Stevens, 8 off 18. And finishing out there, run out by Hassan Shazad, Brett Cadd with 11 off 15. 29 Sundries, certainly helping the Carlisle scoreline there. Multiple goal scorers, wrong sport, no. I was thinking football and lacrosse then. Multiple wicket takers. Hassan Shazad was 3 for 16. Phil Veach, 2 for 11 off 8. Nick Wyburn-Cobb, 2 for 14 off 4. And singles to London, 1 for 32, and Luca Johnson rounding it out, 1 for 27 off his 8. Well, that is afternoon tea. We'll go grab some, and we'll be back here in a little while on the Community Sports Show. Thanks to Idea Athletic and Vision Decor. You're with me, Noel Nosey Johnston, and Ethan, EJ Philpott. We'll be back in a little while.